Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
And I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is our FabriChat. Good morning!
Good morning!
Today is a really, really, really good day.
Such a good day.
Such a good day.
It's National Coffee Day.
Bubba.
National Coffee Day! It's a thing. It's a
And
thing.
it is the only holiday for today that we found.
You don't need anything else.
No.
You don't need anything else. We did find that there are 305 national holidays in the month of September.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not good at math, but that's a lot.
Carry the 9, divide by 4.
Yeah.
That's an awful lot. We have some facts for you.
About our National Coffee Day today.
Sip, sip. You know what else I know? And I know that this is true, that coffee is really good for your skin.
Yes, I have heard that.
It's very good for your skin.
You're supposed
Coffee drinkers, 3 cups. I'm sorry. You were going to say?
No, go ahead.
3 cups a day.
That's a lot.
No. I would have a headache with only 3 cups a day. And good skin. I don't look 88, do I?
Yeah, good thing you're not.
Well, I'm not.
Well,
No.
I've read that you're supposed to save your coffee grounds to make your, your exfoliant for your skin. You're supposed to, it only lasts for like a couple months because of what it is, but you're supposed to add that as your exfoliant and then put all of your lotions and stuff afterwards. Because of the antioxidants in your coffee grounds, it helps exfoliate your skin and it puts different nutrients back in your skin.
I should try that.
Yeah, you scrub it on there. You let it, they say let it sit for like a minute or two, clean it all off, and then moisturize, and you feel awesome. I don't do coffee. I don't do coffee. I'm going to look 88 when I'm however old she is, but no. I'm moisturized.
Well, and that's a good thing.
Just rip open that K-cup and just...
Yes. Take your K-cup in the shower with you.
There you go.
Pa's going to wonder, what are you doing? It's never you mind. It's my beauty secret.
Yes.
He's gonna... I told you he was shampooing with the dog shampoo again.
Yeah.
He can use the back shower if he wants, where there is no dog shampoo. All right, here are some coffee facts. 75% of the caffeine consumed by Americans comes from coffee.
Oh, I agree.
Not Coca-Cola.
I'm surprised. I would expect that number to be a little bit bigger because there's so much.
Yeah, but look at all the kids in their pop and their, what's that stuff they drink? Mountain Dew
and whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Although I think
That's
it's
a
just
good
a
number.
good thing. That stuff is so dangerous. Don't drink that. 66% of women drink coffee every day. 62% of men. The age a coffee plant can live up to, you saw the answer?
Yeah,
right?
that's a lot.
100 years old.
Wow.
That's like super amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah. Why are we doing so many orchards here in Washington?
We should
Someone
do
has got to
coffee.
get the coffee.
I don't think coffee will grow up here.
I think it's too wet. I think they like it kind of dry and droughty.
And isn't coffee kind of like mistletoe? Doesn't it have to have a host? A host?
You know,
Doesn't it grow up something?
I don't think
I should
so.
know these things.
I mean, I know it's
I don't know why I should know these things.
It's quite a little labor of
If
love
I
to
were
get
going on Jeopardy, I would need to know this.
That's true.
I would not win on Jeopardy. I don't know. Anyway, 5.7 billion pounds of coffee is what Brazil exports every year.
That's crazy.
The number of coffees the average American drinks each day.
3.1. Look at you.
3.1.
You win those 200 points on Jeopardy.
How many coffees are consumed throughout America every day? 400 million.
Because there's some of you that use 7 a day. Just drinking from the non-coffee
I just keep refilling the same cup. So it's 1 cup that has been... Yeah, I add a little hot, I have such a big cup today.
Yeah.
But
Looks heavy.
it's a long day because one more retreat in the books.
Yes. It was a good one.
Oh,
It was fun.
so much fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Just such nice gals. And it's so nice that so many of you guys add like comments and stuff. You don't read the comments.
Yeah.
Everybody knows this, but I fill her in. Amy Osmondson, who came to the Flower Garden retreat, noticed Allie and Joey on the box opening because they were at the same retreat as her. So she did a little shout out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so it was really nice. She noticed Joey's cute hair. So anyway, so that was really nice. And people were offering advice for Jennifer Ledbetter for hoping that I was going to give her some socks and some slippers. So she was as cute, if you were waiting to hear, as cute as we thought.
Yeah.
Just adorable. And it's so funny because she doesn't see herself that way. She says, oh no, she was a dead mother and she rattled off all this stuff and helped her boys get to Eagle Scout and she did all of this stuff. And it's like, oh, I never thought that she wasn't capable. You know,
No.
very good mom,
and
very
capable artist,
involved
so,
and,
yeah.
you know, probably can throw a baseball and all of that. But I was right. Did you know? So we are in sweatpants and pajama bottoms and
Messy buns.
messy hair. Didn't matter. No makeup for 3 days. Not Jennifer. Jennifer is adorable.
Beautiful every day.
Beautiful every day. And that was what I meant. And Jennifer, beautiful every day. She always had on slacks, a blouse, you know,
Her hair
and her
was
cute
done.
little, her hair was done. She had on makeup, cute little sandally things. I don't know,
Super
adorable. Super cute, just as we expected. And that's that thing, you know, Jordan talks about that, a California 10. It's a thing. It's a thing. Our California girls, Amy, Allie, Jennifer, beautiful. Beautiful women. Washington, eh.
We just get up.
Get up.
Get a
This
coffee.
is what you get. We're tired.
And them damn kids. No.
Anyway, super fun. So next year, and a lot of people were asking, and we thought we would explain this. You'll hear this again in December, but the way that we do the retreats, we are adding next year a beginner's retreat.
Yes.
We've had a lot of people ask about that, and I think that would be really good just to come, and we will just fully immerse you in cutting, pressing, seam allowance, the rules, make one quilt start to finish, leave with it fully done. I feel like we absolutely can easily do that. And we're gonna add one next year. And we don't always know the dates. We have to move a few things around and do some stuff. But the way that we do it is our retreats go live. Is that what we want to say?
Yeah.
They are on sale. They're on the website with registration available on January 15th. That's our date. January 15th is when open registration for the retreats. Next year there will be 6. Anybody who has already retreated with us, they have an opportunity to make sure and get a spot next year. So they get a little email about a week before and say, hey,
Here's the dates.
here's the dates. Get your spot because the rest of the world is going to know. So the reason you want to know that is because what happens is everybody bonds so much. Everybody wants to see each other again. And it's also why you have to act fast because there's not that many spots left. And so anyway, that's how that works. And so those are the ones that we host when we're out there cooking for you, hanging out with you, staying up all night. Still so tired. This group, woo.
And what happens is on January 15th, we do a YouTube, so maybe unscheduled or whatever. It might not be on a FabriChat. It might be on a weird Thursday morning. But we do it at an 8:30, and then we will send you an immediate newsletter after that. So you'll get a newsletter, and your YouTube will bing you. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube, and you're also registered to get our newsletter. And to do that, you can place an order with us, and you'll automatically get added to our newsletter list. Or go to our website, fabricpatch.net, click the newsletter tab at the top of the page, and do your goodness. So if you're not sure if your PayPal email or your husband's email or your girlfriend's email is actually the one your newsletter is attached to, just go ahead and resubmit it. If it is on there
Your
again.
husband doesn't want our newsletter.
He doesn't want to know. So
Yeah.
That's where you'll get that. If that's where you'll see it, is you'll get binged by YouTube first, and you'll get an email right after we're done airing.
Yeah. And the other thing about the retreats is that if you have your own group and you want to come, we don't have a lot of dates left for next year. There's very few. But you can come and do your own retreat. And the other thing is that we do have 21 beds out there. And oftentimes the retreats that come back every year, they take up usually not 21 beds.
Probably
There's only a few. There's
12 or
probably
18.
4. Yeah, so we do have, some extra bungalows. So if you're planning a trip to our area, you want to come up and hang out with us and shop or, do whatever, call us and we probably can hook you up. Kim, Marion, we've had a few people that have done that, who've come up and we've picked them up at the train station or whatever, and they've hung out there. So those are your other options. Anyway, and we did do the tour of condo number 2 with a little trunk show. That was supposed to go up on Sunday, but I think it went up Monday. So you can check that out. And I took a few extra quilts out there because of the questions that were asked about what to do with large prints. But anyway, but we showed part of Unit 2, and we'll slowly. I think this next Sunday is going to be the Minky room.
Yes.
Right? And the rest of the baby room. So we're going to come back to the shop a little bit. And again, a little bit of a tour, kind of a trunk show, some different ideas. So you'll be able to see that. So, all right, let's look. We had some other comments and questions. I don't remember what they were, but I saved them. What was this one? Oh, yeah, that was Dawn McClellan. You guys need to buy Jennifer some super cute slippers and socks.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. What was this one? Oh, Kathy Johnson asked, I think she was watching your raggedy quilt tutorial. She wanted to know, do the pinked edges of 10-inch pre-cuts need to be trimmed off? People ask us that a lot. Barbara answered. That was so nice. Barbara Hartman, our singing employee, that she went in and answered, which was really nice. But
yeah, for me, it's again personal preference. If you feel like you don't know where to start, if you're at the edge of the pink or just inside the pink, you can sew wherever. If you're doing a raggedy, it probably really doesn't matter where your seam is, because it's not about the seam allowance. It's about the consistency and the finished look of it all. Because it's all going to be, trimmed and fringed up. If you're doing something like the tri-dazzle, again, doesn't really matter. You're going from corner to corner and you're making some of these really cool half-square triangles and stuff. So it's personal preference. It is measured, I believe, 10 inches from the point of a pink to the other point of the pinked edge. So just consistency is always best. Whatever you decide works for you, whether you want to
do it the same,
trim it down to a 9-inch block or a 9.5-inch block, do it to everybody. If you're going to measure inside the pinks, on the outside of the pinked edge,
middle of the pink, as long as you do it the same way every time.
Consistency is just what you need to do, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And they do that because if they don't do it, there's so much, by the time they cut it and they wrap it and they ship it and we ship it, it ends up looking so raggedy with all of the little weft threads and warp threads that are coming off of it. So that's why they do it, and it makes sense why they do it. But yeah, it does.
Yes, the pinked edge keeps it from fraying and not looking so dingy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's it. And wanted to mention the
creepy snowman. Santa.
Oh. Super creepy, 1950s Santa. This was from, this was Betty's. This was a real ornament on a real tree.
Well,
I know. Isn't he scary?
Yeah.
So the only reason I bring this in to mention this is because when we had our retreat, it was all of our fall Christmas ideas, and we had some different ornaments and stuff, and on this one little tree, and this one was hanging on there, and everybody is so nice. Nobody said anything. Nobody
said, what the hell is
oh my
that?
God. Nobody said anything. It's like, what is wrong with you? What this was, those of you guys
Which means
that were at
nobody liked it. Oh my gosh,
I could see somebody like turning him around.
yeah. Totally.
We usually play a game where I will hide something and then whoever finds it gets a prize. And then I don't know why we didn't. I think we just, I don't know what, we were like all immersed in it immediately. And it's kind of a fun retreat because everybody's doing something different. And so we're constantly milling around the room. But anyway, those of you guys that were out there wondering what the heck, that's what it was doing on there, is I was going to tell you that I was going to be hiding it. And if you found Creepy Santa,
you win a prize.
you win a prize. But no prizes. So anyway, that's what that was. All right. And also, those of you guys, because let's see, we had 2 retreaters from Hawaii and like 6 from Canada who couldn't come. We are sending you a little gift package. We're sending you a package with a bunch of
just fun stuff.
Yeah, and all of the patterns and stuff. We were going to try to do like some live Zooming and, you know, show you guys some stuff, but it was bedlam.
It was
So,
it was fun though.
It was really fun. The funnest thing, do you think we can tell the proposal story?
I think so.
All right. So we had to stop for a second because Brittany is not behind us today.
No.
She's home. She gets migraines. So she's home today. So we're trying to drive blind. So we don't know if you can see all of us. Actually, you feel pretty confident. Yeah. All right. So we were going to tell one more retreat story that we thought was really funny. And we decided we could clean it up and share a story. So so there is, so one of the retreaters was here Thursday night when we did the box opening, and she decided to get that Quilt As You Go Minky Quilt kit. Took it home. She took it back to the retreat center. She was sewing on it, wanted to get it fully finished because she said, if this doesn't get me grandkids, I don't know what will. So we're all cracking up and, you know, too much wine, not enough sleep. I don't know what else is happening. And Lori was reminded of the movie The Proposal. And if you haven't seen that, oh my gosh, it is the funniest movie. It has
Sandra Bullock, Ryan Reynolds, and Betty White.
Betty White.
I love her.
So there's a part in the movie where Betty White brings in this quilt to give to the 2, and she calls it the baby maker. So we kept calling the quilt the baby maker. And of course, the person who's sewing this quilt, you know, her face just turns beet red every time. It was just super funny, super good. So anyway, she did gift the baby maker to her son, who happened to be bringing her to the retreat. So anyway, it was hilarious. It was really good. And we told him we wanted updates.
Yeah. And a year from now, we want to know. Baby. No baby.
Yes.
What's happening?
Yes. So fun. Such a fun group. Super nice. So, let's see. I had I think 2 other quick little questions. One, Terry Dean. She says, I'm a vet tech. So she's talking about your little stray.
Oh, yes.
I see no coyote in the stray. I see a lot of Akita.
Really? He's so little.
Now that she says that,
I get it makes sense.
Right.
His face makes it looks like
yeah. Because then she says, look up the breed. A vet can give an estimate of his age by his teeth. And then she also said, Akitas are very wary of strangers. It is their personality. You can look up their personality.
Oh.
Interesting.
I didn't realize he was so little.
Right. So you should give them a little update.
Yes. So he is now coming between houses. So there's Lutz's, and then there's us, and then there's this marijuana grow field right here. Because, you know, it's legalized in Washington State, so you can become a grower. So he comes between our house and the grower's house. Because
do you think he lives down there? Do you think he's from
I don't know. But they have healers over there, too. So
right.
I don't know if one just ventured over and was peeing on a bush like the good old days and he just followed him home, but we see him coming through the field every once in a while. Oh. So I don't know if he's because we've kicked him out of the backyard only because he doesn't like he's afraid of us, and we're afraid that the kids are going to,
chase him,
corner him, whatever, and then his instinct is going to be to protect, and then it's going to get worse. And if he bites a child,
big bad things.
Big bad things.
Because see, what happened, they don't know this, is that one morning, Brianna went out there and all of the dogs were in the backyard, him also. So he had jumped the fence to get in the backyard. So she opened the gate and he would not leave the backyard.
Not leave. It was a whole lot of coaxing and calling and food trailing, and my dogs were thrilled because they got all these snacks. He had no idea. He's like, dude, come on. So we got him out of the backyard and got him all situated, and then that night, I guess maybe the other dogs came over or whatever. So he's been coming back and forth from the field. So maybe he'll find a better friend over there and they'll take care. But we're probably both taking care of him.
You could be, because he had wounds on him.
Yeah. I mean, he had, healed over, but, he's had a rough, couple months, years, I don't even know. But, so he's back and forth. So my guess is we're probably both feeding him. He just probably comes over to play.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And if it's that whole healer thing, if he's in love with Ruger, and he's probably in love with their little healers.
Yeah. And maybe they don't have kids, because I think our kids are scary,
to a dog.
Just to a dog. Just because all they want to do is pet you. So they're walking towards you like, oh, come here, baby. And no. Mm-hmm. And so what we are worried about is if they figure out how to, gangman Teddy on this little puppy.
Catch him.
Yeah, because White would totally just,
yeah.
So that's what we were worried about, mostly in the backyard. So we were able to get him out. So, so he's still good. Still afraid. Still
and you've named him.
He's, Sketch. Yeah, even sketchier now because now he doesn't know where he wants to live.
You should walk over to the marijuana place and just ask them.
Maybe it's
your dog.
Yeah.
Because, you want to be careful that they're not going to do something bad to him, thinking that he's some coyote.
Yeah. He doesn't act like that. He's super nice.
No, he doesn't.
He's super nice. He's just afraid. And I know there's, of course, no kids over there. So, and there's so many, right now it's picking again. Like every 3 months they pick or whatever. So there's a ton of people. So they're probably, my guess is he's probably one of them are going to take him home or whatever. And hopefully
as long as he ends up with a good home, that's all I care about. I just worry
And he runs through the open field. So there was a field of
onion seed, wasn't it?
Onion seed, I think. Right behind us. Now it's all gone. Now it's just open field. And he runs through the field, not along a ditch bank or by the highway. So that's good. He is just making the muddy trek, but it's the safest trek. So we'll see. Maybe he'll get a forever home out of some of the workers or something.
Or if not,
he has a spot at our front step. Yeah. So
yes, because he was like protecting his bed too, right?
Yeah. Gage gets all sniffy, and Sketch that's my
little cutie pie.
Yeah. So we'll see. But he comes back. He hangs. He doesn't have any new, so there's no dog fighting or anything naughty happening. He just comes back to hang out. Maybe take a nap. Maybe he gets to play with those dogs differently. Because Ruger and Benelli don't play, and Gage is intense. Mm-hmm. He doesn't really know how to play.
And those healers that are next door, one is an adult and one is kind of a puppy.
So my guess is he probably gets a little more attention out there.
That could be.
But, yeah, so happy.
All right, well, good for an update. We'll have to see.
Cool.
Akita. Yeah, that makes sense. After she said that, I thought,
that is the face. I didn't think about that. But yeah. I just always put to them being fuzzy, and fluffy, and he's not fluffy. Mm-hmm. But it could be a malnourishment too. Having Benelli as a, skin and bones, who I don't think understood English. I don't know. Some days I don't think she understands English. But she's totally a, funny shaped dog, just because I think, once we taught
her first few months of life.
Yeah, and then finally started feeding her. She's just this big, burly old hag of a dog. But she lives a good life.
Funny.
Yeah. And has a weird sense of authority.
She does. Nasty dog. All right, our last little comment from Janie Rodham. She says, this is kind of funny. She says, you guys are fun to watch, but it looks dangerous at times. Cindy, you were close to being stabbed today. She said she referenced where it was in the video. She said she actually flinched. And so I said, I feel like we're good. I feel like we know where that is all the time. But I think it probably from their end, It probably looks
It
pretty
probably
close.
does.
We're not as close. I mean, I think we're standing pretty close, but not as close as it seems. But maybe we should be more aware. I would hate for somebody flinching. It's dangerous for me to hold a knife because Lord knows I can't get those things to work right. But anyway, so don't shiv me. It would not make for good television.
No.
I might have to whine a little, even though where all of those have been. So anyway, so our viewers are concerned about me and your flailing.
And my flailing. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that, because I never think about it. But I also never think about it, with like the rotary cutter. People all the time, oh my gosh, you almost cut yourself. It's like, oh no.
Right.
I knew exactly where my
And
head was
even
the
when
whole time.
we're at the shop and they have their little stack of fabric, and there's a good
And people will...
there's a good 6 inches between where the edge of their fabric is that we're cutting and their pile, and they'll just move it out of the way, or...
It's like, now we know where we're at.
Yeah. They're not used to us, apparently. We got this.
Yeah. And, long arming. I think I've told this story before, but I always...
my hand.
And I have my hand down with the other one, and people would ask all the time, have you ever sewn over your finger? Oh no, of course not. Oh no, of course not. It's like I know exactly where my hand is and exactly where the thing is. And then one time I said that way too much because Pa came in and he's talking to me, and I looked up and just looked up at him and sewed over him. Have you ever done it?
Nope.
Oh,
I got one.
hello kitty.
No.
So much pain.
I had to go rescue Crystal, though.
Oh, that's
Remember?
right.
So
Because the needle hits you and breaks off.
See, hers didn't break. So poor Crystal. So I was living in
in
town.
her panties.
Yeah, I was living in town, and they live 6 blocks. They live up the hill from us, and so
And Crystal is Jared's wife, my youngest son's wife,
and
also
I
long armor.
think. Yeah, I think Crystal called me, and Crystal's like, "Hey, I need help, and I can't get a hold of Jared,
She did.
and I need someone to come to my house." Like, okay, do I need to bring anything? She's like, "No, I just sewed over my finger. I'm in my underwear, quilting a quilt. I got you." I said, "What's your code to your house?" So I get up there, I get in, and she's super mortified. She goes, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Honey, it doesn't matter."
In her underwear.
But the only
Okay, TMI. Don't tell anyone.
It's fine. And she's, because once it gets stuck, you have to use the flywheel to dislodge it. And not a lot of machines anymore have the flywheel up close. It's on the back of the machine. So she, of course, being attached up here, you can't reach back there. So I got her unhooked, and it's like, okay, hold your horses. We're just going to go straight up and whatever. And she was ready. Mm-hmm. She was fine. And we just did it real fast, and it was happening. But her needle didn't break, which was good, which made it was a clean little pierce. And so she disinfected it, wrapped it, and she's like, "Oh Lord!" And she hasn't done since. I haven't had to rescue her since, but yeah,
it's a painful thing.
Because
it's not.
I'm just so happy she had a phone next to her,
right.
Or being able to I know the A word, you can dial off of her if she can hear you.
ALEX.
Yeah, you can dial a number. Because I used to do it all the time on mine. I would dial out, and it will say whoever your prime account is, that's who's calling. So if it's not your prime account, you're using your mom's or your sister's or whatever, it'll show up on someone's phone that they're calling. But because how long would you sit there? Until a neighbor decided someone was screaming out the bedroom window, but then you're gonna have a police officer, and I think it's even more mortifying. The fire department is here to rescue you. I just sewed myself.
We had to ask her afterwards, "Why do you quilt in your underwear?"
She's just comfortable.
She just does.
Comfortable. She doesn't really like clothes.
Cutie. Yeah.
It happens. You don't have to grow out of it. It doesn't matter. Harbor doesn't like clothes. White doesn't like socks. It's fine. Might grow over it, might not.
Right.
It's all good.
That's right.
So yeah, I rescued somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, luckily me and Jack have not had that kind of confrontation.
Do it. It's not just the needle going through; it's the
the pressure
foot smacking your finger.
That's what it was.
It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. All right. Okay, let's see. The quilt behind us is Tannenbaum. This was a quilt that we did years ago. It was a beginning quilt along class that we did. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it as a quilt along. We're going to start it next month. And so what that would be, and we'll do a little thing about getting your fabrics together or ordering a kit. And so you'll learn multiple techniques if you look at the quilt. There's some 60-degree triangles. There's some 4 patches, nestling seams, square and a square, a bunch of stuff. Pretty simple little quilt, and then we'll make that whole thing. And then there's even some fusible applique for the presents at the bottom. So we're going to start that, and I think it's just like a 6-class.
Yeah, it'll be super fast, and it's good for a new sewer or someone who just wants to go back to the basics and just maybe learn some tricks, do some different things. But yeah, or if it's your first sampler, it's going to be a super simple, nothing crazy. The craziest one are going to be your 60-degree, but we're going to give you many options how to make that to make it fit best for you. So that's your hardest, is that 60-degree triangle, and I wouldn't even say it's hard. It's
No. So order the pattern, get ready. And the other thing too is some of you guys I know are working through the row sampler. That is also a really nice one for a beginner. But
and
it's
the
like 14
fun
classes.
thing about row sampler is at the end of every lesson is a very own quilt. So if you liked that row, and you feel like, oh, but I don't want to do the row sampler, there is a way to make it into a quilt at the very end.
Right.
So
14 different
quilts. So even if you haven't watched it because you're not interested in a row sampler,
watch it.
Watch it. We'll show you the technique, and at the very end, there's an actual quilt that you can make using the quarter square triangle, a
migrating geese.
It's fun. It's worth watching to the end because there's a free pattern at the very end.
Yeah,
for a quilt.
Yeah. All right, and we have a couple other things. We did some planning stuff, but we'll kind of keep you posted on some quilt-alongs and things we're going to do. And we have coming out, is it coming out this week? The,
maybe. It might be coming out Monday.
Maybe Monday. We're doing, with our cruisers, the people who went on the cruise with us, we all miss each other, so we're going to do a
round robin.
A round robin. And so, and we went ahead and we were going to do a video just for our girls. We thought, oh, maybe other people want to do that. If you have sisters or guilds or people who you used to sew with and you haven't seen them for a while, or if somebody's moved away or whatever. So we're going to tell you how to do a round robin. And you think Monday is when that is posting? So yeah, some of these quilts and some of the ones that we've done round robins with, and we need to get those quilted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so watch for that. And then tonight box opening, there are a million boxes back there.
So many. FedEx dropped off
11
on Monday. I don't even know. So, it'll be lots of new stuff this week.
Lots of new stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we're excited.
All right.
Okay, we'll see you
soon.
tonight. Bye. Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at FabricPatch.net. Okay. How do we know if we're in screen?
Oh, we are, because I just saw.
So you know.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah, why'd you bring Creepy Santa?
Because I felt like I needed to explain what he was.
Nobody cares.
I'm going to put him on your present.
Please don't.
Yeah.
I might scare my kids.
That would, yeah. Scares me. All right. I felt like I had notes, but maybe I don't. I think I took pictures of notes. All right. It's weird not having anybody back there.
I know, right? Just us talking to a camera.
Yeah. All right. Hi, my name is Cindi Rang.
And I'm Brianna Watzkis, and today is FabriChat. Nope. Not. It was FabriChat. I was right. Oh my god. It was FabriChat.
It's Tuesday box opening.
Today.
Ooh, I wonder. Hold on. Hold on. What is today? National Day of what? National Days. I don't understand national days. National Day.
It's just today of National.
The National Day is on Monday, July 4th.
Okay.
National Day website. Let's just see really fast. Celebrate every day.